not joking. All my guys, them know me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa Otsi, and if you're new on this channel, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so that whenever I post, you will be the very first to find out. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about some major changes that the UK government have announced, though some have not started taking effect, but it's just so we can bear it in mind and probably just make decisions as fast as possible. Now, UK government has announced massive increase in visa fees and IHS fees. Guys, IHS fees is one fee that till today I still don't understand what it's for. Like, I really don't understand, because I feel like migrants, they're paying their taxes, paying their NHS fee, and they still have to pay IHS fee. Like, it's a bit tricky. Now, the good thing is, I think during COVID, they had to scrap it out for health workers, because I remember that we paid for IHS fees when we newly came to the UK. When we had to renew, we paid, but because they scrapped it, they had to like refund some persons, and were refunded. And I just pray it stays same way for health workers. But fortunately, if you're not a health worker, then you definitely have to pay for IHS and also for your dependents. That's the thing. IHS, you don't just pay for just you and your spouse. You still have to pay for your children. So it's a lot of money normally. And now that they are proposing increasing it, how will people cope? Now, the normal rate for IHS will rise from £624 to £1,035 a year. Guys, a year. Now imagine moving to the UK with your family of six, like family of six to study. How crazy is that? Like, that is really crazy. You now have to pay individually for 6 of you. That's just for IHS. You still have to talk about paying for visa fees, which of course they are proposing an increase in that as well. Now, combining both IHS and visa fees, the money sounds really crazy. And you guys know that recently lots of sectors have been going on strike. Oh my god, doctors have been going on strike, nurses have been going on strike, other day teachers even went on strike, bus drivers, train drivers, like different sectors have just been striking, and everybody has been crying for increment. And honestly, I don't blame them, because the cost of living right now is quite high. It is telling on me. The other day I went to get food and I showed you guys the amount I got it for. It's a lot. It's really a lot. Even when you go to Aldi, that used to be cheaper, because I'm very used to shopping from Aldi. When I go to Aldi, I can see the difference. Like, I feel it. Things I buy probably for £60, now I buy it for £90, and pay is not really going up. So how do we balance up without going into debt? Lots of people keep running into debt. I mean, so it's quite understandable why these people are going on strike. On the other hand, I still won't blame the UK government, because this is literally how they make their money, through immigration, through taxation. This is how they make their money. They don't have natural resources like us in Africa that have lots of natural resources to be tapped from, to be harnessed, and we're just leaving it there to waste away, which is quite unfortunate. Anyway, I don't want to start talking too much, because if I start now, let me just go straight to the point. UK visitors don't get to pay for IHS. So IHS is only for people that will be staying in the UK for 6 months or more. Yeah, if you'll be coming to the UK to stay for 6 months or more, you have to pay for IHS. Also, the discounted rate for children, students, and people on youth mobility visa will now go up from £470 to £775 a year. Now, this thing I'm talking about now, both the IHS and these discounted rates, if you look at it, it's about double the price, which is a bit depressing. Now, immigration nationality fee as well as work and visit visa will also rise by 15%. I don't know what to say right now. Now, it doesn't end there. COS, settlement fee, student visa, entry clearance, citizenship, leave to remain will also rise by 20%, guys. Now, to give you a rough idea, the cost of settlement for a single person will most likely rise up to 2,885. Just one person. Now imagine this person is coming with a family of 4. That's almost about £11,500 for this family. Like I said, these changes have not started taking effect, so this is the best time for you to make that application. Whenever it is announced that these changes are now effective, trust me, I'm going to come out here to let you guys know. Now, the thing is that these changes will have to be made by secondary legislation. This means another law created by government ministers. They will definitely assess how these changes will affect the economy before it is made a law. So the good thing is that there's still ample time for you to make your application. Now, the fee increment also means that some persons might be eligible for a waiver, either full or partial. Like for instance, people that are on the 10-year route, they can apply for IHS waiver and even application fee waiver, probably partial, but yeah, they can apply. So if you're on that route, you might want to consider it. Another major news is that the cost of student application and priority service will now be equalized, because usually it's cheaper when you apply within the UK than outside of the UK, but now it is equalized. So is it a good news or bad news? Probably bad news for people in the UK. Is it and good news for bad belly people that want it equalized, literally, because it's still going to affect people applying within the UK and outside the UK. Now, this is going to affect a lot of people. For instance, employers will be affected, obviously, because COS is also affected. COS is supposed to go up by 20%. Immigrants that are already living in the UK, definitely they won't be happy about this. People that are, of course, abroad and looking out, moving to the UK, will definitely not be happy about it. Even people that are looking at this, in fact, everybody somehow will be affected. And it's a bit worrisome knowing that the profits that UK makes from their immigration charges is like one of the highest in Europe. So I just hope they will consider. Also, some persons are really worried because they feel like it's more like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Now, migrant workers as well as home workers are complaining that they need a pay rise, increase our pay, right? In fact, public sectors, right, they are crying, going on strike, increase our pay. And now, in order for you to increase their pay, you're increasing visa fees, meaning migrant workers will definitely be affected, because you're not just increasing visa fees for people that are looking at coming into the UK, it is also affecting people that live in the UK, people that want to nationalize, people that want to apply for their ILRO, people that want to renew their visa fees. They are affected. Now you're increasing the pay of these migrant workers probably like 7% or 6%, which of course when you're taxed, you barely be left with nothing. Like, you will not even see the main difference. And now you go ahead to increase the visa fees of these migrant workers. At the end of the day, they are not seeing anything, because do you know what it takes to apply for visa for the entire family? Let's say the family of 4, family of 3, family of 5. It's a lot of money now, as it is now. It is, and now you're increasing it. It's definitely going to have a huge toll on them, and in turn, it will look as though their cries, their pleas, the strike was all in vain, because they are even in a now tighter corner. At March, it was published that some health workers were crying, some nurses, that they are being bossed, they are being put in a tight corner, they are being left with no choice, because on their contract is stating that if you leave our company, if you quit working with us within 5 years, you will have to refund the money that we paid for you for your COS, is to cover your maintenance fee. You can imagine. And in that situation, who wants to be in that situation? Like, which staff wants to be in that situation? For instance, you're working in a place and you do not like the working condition, and you can't leave because you feel like there's a bond between you and the employer. If you leave, you will have to pay back. So lots of people cried out in March, which of course they are looking into. And now that they've even gone ahead to increase these fees, clawback is going to be a normal practice, because it takes a lot to recruit one person. It takes a whole lot. It is cost effective, a lot of money to recruit one person. And then when the prices will go up, they will look for how to definitely make their money back. And at the end of the day, everything will fall back on these employees, on these migrant employees. Let me quote it, because this thing is mainly going to affect migrants. It's going to leave the employee more vulnerable to poor treatment and exploitation. Currently, I learned that there's a viral petition right now where people are signing that did not want this. Someone sent it to me on Instagram, but I just can't find it. I remember someone sent it to me when it was newly announced, and I said I was going to sign it, and then I forgot, because I'm affected too. Everybody is affected in one way or another. But if I'm able to find it, I will put it in my description box. But if it's not there, then know that I was unable to find it. But yeah, if you come across it, please just sign. Hopefully there will be a debate, and this will not come to life, because people need to be happy now. People need to be happy. It takes a lot for one to leave their home country and migrate to your country. And if you look around, migrants are doing a lot. Like, trust me, especially the NHS. The NHS is filled with migrants working tirelessly day and night. I feel like they should be appreciated more. They should be, like, working conditions should be made more flexible. You know, living conditions should not be hellish. It should be reasonably okay. People should be happy living in your country, I think, because it takes a lot for one to leave their country and, you know, move somewhere else. Also, I hope this is a wake-up call for our leaders. We are blessed. Like, we Africans especially, we are so blessed with natural resources waiting to be harnessed, waiting to be used. Why don't we just wake up and start doing the right thing so that everybody will be happy? You, the leader, you will be happy. The masses will be happy. Everybody will be happy, and then people will only just migrate for a change, not for better life. Yeah, Brits, not all of them are living here. Lots of Brits are in the US. Some are even in Africa, surprisingly. Some are in Europe, Asia countries. They are living, but that doesn't mean that when they come back home, it will be hellish. They will still have, like, at least they will still be able to live reasonably well if they decide to come back home. But for us, the reverse is the case. Like, nobody wants to leave their home country, move to another country, and be unhappy for so many years. You get the point. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read them. And of course, you guys, I'm gonna see you all in my next one. For now, bye, guys.